Go from extreme drought, bushfires, not rain in sight, to suddenly all this. This is a result of 3 days of pretty heavy rain. So as you can see, we're back out on WIB XC. I want to make some adjustments to this first part of this jump line. I haven't been happy with how the first jump has been going for a while. After riding a Stromlo and seeing the jumps they have there in a line, jumps that everyone can ride no matter what level you are, because they are rollable jumps. But if you want to get some air, you can jump a whole lot. I think we need some of those here. I think we probably need 3 in a row. So you start off on the flight deck, you roll down, you're straight into 3 jumps. And I think you're right. You on? I think the first one's way too steep. So if we use a lot of that dirt and spread it out over 3 jumps, incorporating this dirt here for this roller. So probably a jump back towards the flight deck, 1 in the middle and 1 roughly here. So 3 in a row, equal size, leading on to the step on, step off. Be a great way to start the jump line. So that's the plan. So it's just a matter of moving dirt and shaping, and will take some time. I think it's going to be worth it for the overall enjoyment of the main jump line. So without further ado, time for a build laps. Okay, so all the heavy lifting from the tractor's done, dirt's all moved, and so I've got 2 jumps now, 1 behind you and 1 here. So I'm hoping to get them exactly the same distance, so the jumps are the same. So you jump in 1, jump 2, and then onto the step on, step off. So now all that needs to be done is shaping. So let's get onto that. Certainly the country of extremes. We go from a drought, no rain at all, to suddenly dams billowing and rain for 3 days straight. Our dam completely full, and around the back it's overflowing. All of that water is coming from the back of the dam, and it goes down to another dam, and then another dam, and then down the valley. It is amazing. Just a few months ago, the dogs were literally able to walk straight across that dam. It was so low. It was up to their the top of their legs, their belly. And now the dam is completely full and overflowing and bulging out the back here. Ellie's found a bone. Go from extreme drought, bushfires, not rain in sight, to suddenly all this. This is a result of 3 days of pretty heavy rain, dams overflowing. So this is our dam going into that dam over there, which goes into another dam. They're all overflowing, and tanks are overflowing as well. So such a welcome relief coming into spring and then another summer, having this much rain and the dam's full, tanks full. It's a good start to what was a pretty horrible start to this year in terms of drought and bushfires. The laneway to our house is taking an absolute battering. Too much water just flowing down it has washed a lot of it away, so we've got a lot of eroded bits and a lot of potholes and little gullies forming. So going to try and fix some of those up today. So I put this little drain down here in a few years ago after we had a really big wet winter. This is the first time since then that our tank has overflowed. You can see it trickling out there. So the tank is completely full. After January, where we were ordering water in, now there's water everywhere. So good. So today's usually a day when I get stuck into some trail stuff, but WIB XC's just slightly wet after pretty much 3 days of constant rain. It's absolutely drenched, puddles everywhere, and trying to dig into this dirt, which is probably half clay, half dirt, is a nightmare when it's wet, because it's, for one, really heavy, and secondly, it just sticks to everything. Sticks to your shovel, sticks to your shoes, sticks to everything. So we need to wait till it dries out a bit before we start shaping this, but this is going to be the first 2 jumps. So coming down from the flat deck, hitting that one, which would be hopefully the same size as that one. So as all that dirt has settled after the big wet, it's eroded bits and pieces. The whole thing would just drop down a few centimeters and fill in all the gaps that are under it from being so dry, which creates cracks and erosion. So got a little bit of fixing up to do here. It is a very, as I slip over, it is a very boggy area down here. Lots of puddles form because it's the lowest point of our block down here, so all the water comes down. Hence why we had to make that other side of there. We had to make that little bridge some episodes ago. I'm not going to walk down there because I'm just in my thongs and I'll slip over. And we had to raise up that bit of track above the water line. So yeah, it is quite wet at the moment, which is great for everything else, but bad for the track. So this is the spot for the greenhouse. This is the site cut that I did a few weeks ago with the tractor. And the greenhouse turned up a couple of weeks ago. Too wet to dig any holes or do anything at the moment, so we're just waiting for the right time, but yeah, that'll be the next big job. It'll definitely be a game changer for Gem and her garden, having this right here, right next to the main garden, being able to walk down into the greenhouse here and do what she needs to do, and then straight over into the garden there. So yeah, very exciting times for her and for the garden in particular. So at the side of the greenhouse, it's time to get this thing unboxed and see what we're dealing with. We want to lay out the frame and then find out where to dig some holes for the piers. So let's get into that. So yeah, that's it for now. Hopefully you enjoyed that one. Well, I'll definitely get a time lapse going of the whole greenhouse build. Once we start putting the walls up and everything, it'll go up pretty quick, hopefully. Yeah, so we're going to concrete it into the ground, make sure it's all solid and not going to blow away. But that'll be happening in the next few weeks, so look forward to that build. If you enjoyed this one, please leave a like and we'll see you in the next serve. Cheers.